Hello YouTube. So today we have a little situation. Worked on this washing machine that I have before, and it's making like a banging noise, scraping inside here. I mean, what it is, I found the problem, and it's not gonna be fun. So what I'm using right here is called an easy out. I had to drill this. So what ended up happening was, there's a bolt that sits back on here on this rotor, and it holds, and it's part of the motor, and it spins this around. Well, the bolt broke off and was, I'll show you real quick here, was rubbing on the cover that goes on the back of the washing machine, and it was catching against the drum. So it broke right off. So I had to drill, I think I used like a 1/4 drill bit, and then use this easy out, and was able to finally twist it out. It was not fun. I put some tape down here to keep the metal shavings out of these windings. How I extracted this bolt. This bolt was broke flush off in there. I had to take a 1/4 drill bit and drill in the center. I then got this easy out kit. So I used this easy out kit. It was like $10 off of Amazon. Went to Home Depot. I was looking at anyway. Impact Duty carbonite multi-purpose drill bit, Milwaukee. This worked. This got it out. But yeah, so then what I did was I drilled the hole, and then I pounded this bolt extractor in with a hammer. Kept pounding until I got a bite. And then I used some channel locks, like the ones that are right there, and I turned it counterclockwise and made this come out. So this is a new part number here. It took a couple days to get. I'll include the link on where I got it and everything in details, but this is the new bolt. Has the lock thread on it. The old bolt, it just sheared right off right when I had some loads of laundry in here, and I think the bolt just isn't very well made, and it just sheared right off. And you could see the rub marks inside the drum and all that. Bolt extractor that I used, everything in this link of this video, but it was kind of a mess. I mean, I depend on this washing machine, stuff like that. But anyway, I got the new part. So anyway, we're gonna get started. We're gonna put the rotor back on this machine and get this thing going. So let me get it positioned here. I'm gonna start pulling the tape off. Just use some painter's tape. Make sure it's unplugged, of course, before you start doing all this. I'm getting the rotor back on. Is the part here, you can see, whoa, we're just kinda, big old magnets there. Like, Jesus. Big old magnets. So, if you push, there we are, bam-o. So we got it in. It's on there. We're gonna take our screw. Well, this one, I think the other one looked like aluminum. I'll show you in the video. But this one looks like it's more a durable screw, or slash bolt, I mean. I'm gonna pull it out of the packaging. This one's black. It has your Loctite right there. Which I know there's not a lot of good lighting right here, but Loctite. So we put it right in here. Want to make sure we're not, always do it by hand first, because you don't want to get caught with like threading it. I'm just kind of tapping this on here. So it's on there now. Looks like it's seated very well. I'm gonna take so I have an 11/16 socket that fits this thing. I wouldn't want to use like I don't know, like an Allen wrench or anything like that on something like this. I mean, you gotta have this pretty dang tight. I mean, this rotor spins at real high speed. So, like, you see how I'm driving it in here? And so I'm stopping for a second there, but you see, just turning clockwise. You got to get it real tight. I'm hanging on to the edge of this rotor here. See? Oh. That's much better. Big difference. So it's on there. And I think this counterbalances the bearing that's in here. Because I noticed when this was off, like it was out of counterbalance. So I think it's, with all these weights that are on the end of it, I mean, that's part of the motor. There's windings and stuff that makes it turn. But this will cause a lot of problems with your machine. I think it'll eventually wreck the bearing that's in the drum too if you leave this like broken like this. Like I just took this back cover off and I found that it just dropped right out and there was no bolt here. This was starting to come off. You could see on the cover here where it was starting to rub. I mean, I don't know about you, but like this is a so here is where the pump filter housing is. And to get it off, it's gonna be not fun. Let me see what I can do here. I'm gonna have to try to reach in there. The best I can. There we go. Turn, turn, turn. Uh-oh. Got water coming out. A little bit. Oh, wow. We got some fun stuff here. Guitar pick, screws, you name it. So, it was probably good that I did that. See, there was a lot of junk in it. There we go. So yeah, that's how you change that. We're gonna run this without the cover for a cycle and see how it does. We got everything out of the pump. So now we're gonna see if it spins. You see it starts to spin. Spinning. This is way better. Before it was so noisy. You couldn't even be in here. And we'll see if it changes directions. I hope this helps somebody. I know I didn't go through the whole entire thing of extracting it. It wasn't too fun getting it out. We're going to see if it goes to the other side now. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to slide this cover back on. Power unplugged, of course. I left this hooked up when I did this repair because I didn't really need it. Covers go on. There's an arrow. And this one faces that way. Just slide it in. and then push that. That one's in. And then same thing here. These hold it in so you can get your screws in, which helps a little bit here. Now we're gonna drive the screws in. Just drive this screw here in, this one in, this one, that one, that one, and then corner one, top middle here, couple more, and then it's in corner one. So we have all our screws in now. On this repair, I had enough room to slide the machine out, so I didn't have to unhook all the hoses and everything else. Got a bunch of junk behind the machine here I gotta clean out. But anyway, I hope this helps.